Hi everyone. Today I'm going to take you through the full level 3 order. I'm going to try and move with flow through it. There may be some exercises that you've not done before, but give them a go. I'll try and remember to give some modifications as we go along. And to be completely honest with you, I think lots of people are having quite a tricky year. It's been the same here, so I haven't done this order actually for a little while, so we can kind of muddle through it together. So you're going to start standing. The front of your mat in Pilates stance, legs together, heels together, toes slightly open, arms in genie. Take one leg, wrap it around the other leg and lower down with control. Feet come together, hands behind the hips, lift your bum up and pull them through your arms to lengthen the legs. And then lie down with control all the way to the mat. The 100. Hands reach forwards, head lifts, legs lift, start pumping. And you're going to go to your working level. So that might be knees in, it might be tabletop, it might be legs to 90, it might be a higher diagonal. You go where works for you. In with the air, out with the air. Let's do one more. The roll up. Lift the head and come up and over and roll back, lower back, middle back, upper back. Arms go back but ribs stay active, arms up and peel off the mat and forwards. Two more. Arms, head, peel the spine. Inner thighs are glued as you lie back down. And last one. The rollover. Now if you've got space behind you, stay where you are. I'm going to wiggle forwards because I've got a cupboard right there. And you're going to start with your legs up to the ceiling at 90 degrees. From here, you're going to lift your legs up and over, taking the legs towards the mat. You might touch it, you might not. Open the feet, flex the feet, and roll back down through the spine. Bringing the legs either to 90 or to 45. Legs rejoin, lift the hips up and over. And each time, you're going to see if you can get a little bit close to the mat with the feet without collapsing through the waist and the spine. So I'm doing this first thing in the morning and my back is stiff. So I'm not touching the mat right now. We're going to reverse. So we're going to go over with open legs and pointed toes. We find the mat if we can. Oh, I've got it. Bring the legs together, flex and roll back down. Two more. Up and over. Last one, because really, once we've got the spine there, we're trying to isolate that thigh bone to get towards the mat. One leg circles. Again, you might just stay where you are and lower the left leg down. I'm going to have to move back because I moved forwards for that exercise. So we're going to hug the right leg into the body. Based on that rollover, I'm going to do some prep. I'm going to straighten this leg a couple of times. I'll straighten and bend it. And then hold, bring the arms by my side and now circle over, around and up. Over, around and up. Circling as big as I can stay stable without like being rigid, you know. Change direction. Two more. Last one, scissor kick to switch. Let's do that prep. Hug the leg in and lengthen. Bend and lengthen. Arms by the side, circle. You can this is my clunky side, but I think I've stopped it now. Good. Abs are strong. Go the other way. If you feel clunking, it can be that your pelvis is slightly out of alignment, you're maybe a bit too turned out, or you've got a tight butt cheek. Let's do one more. Rolling like a ball. Lift the head, roll up, lift the bum, bring it to the front of your mat and grab your feet. Either the ankles, the shins, or behind the thighs. Looking into the belly, we roll. Roll back to roll up. Roll back to roll up. Inhaling to back ribs, exhaling to come up, pushing shins slightly into hands. 2 more. Last one. The ab series, feet down, hands behind hips, lift the bum, pull back through to lengthen the legs, bend the right leg. This is single leg stretch. Right hand to ankle, left hand to knee. We roll down. Switch. Trying to reach out from the thigh bone head, if you think of that bone, it's just rolling forwards. Sometimes I put my hands here to try and put my mind into that point of my body, so I'm not just flicking out my knees, which is my tendency. Double leg stretch, both legs pull in. Both thigh bones push forwards and the arms reach back. Circle the arms and pull the knees in. Reach and circle. Stretch and circle. Thigh bones lengthen and in, not that they can lengthen, you know what I mean. One more. And scissors, legs to ceiling. Pull, pull, switch. Pull, pull, switch. Belly to mat, switch. Eyes are on your belly. Pull, 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 pull. Bring the leg to you, not your body to the leg. One more set. Double leg, lower lift. Hands behind the head, legs together. We lower, lower, lower and lift. Carving in to the mat and lift. Inner thighs are glued to help us lift these legs. One more. Crisscross, twist and twist. Twist from here, not your elbows or your arms. Rotate from the chest. Armpits off the mat. Twist. Woohoo! Twist. Feel the burn in the belly. Twist. Last set. Rotate. Stay in the twist if you can. And sit up. Lovely. Spine stretch forwards. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Let that pelvis roll forwards to deepen your stretch. Check your inner thighs are kind of active, they're engaged. 2 more. Last one. Open leg rocker. Grab your ankles. This is a different transition to the normal level 3, but it's quite a good one because we're going to do some prep here too. We're going to balance these feet and we're going to lengthen out that right leg. You know, I say lengthen, it might not be straight, that's fine. You're just reaching it as far as you can, but scooping in so we're not popping out that back. We'll do one more on each side. Pull the waist behind you. Pull the waist in. And then see if you can do both legs together. Finding that reach. You know, in different times of day, you are going to find it different. I haven't fully warmed up yet. I'm still half asleep. Let's roll, scoop, thigh bones push forwards to lift you up. Roll and up, trying not to do what I know I'm doing, which is sinking my chest into my body, trying to keep that sternum proud, even as we roll. It's been a hard year. I've been carrying the weight of the world on my shoulders. It's been pulling me down. Hold at the top, close the legs together, corkscrew, reach and balance. And now lie down, articulate, my legs don't move. Then they come to 90. We're going to circle the legs to the right. Top leg has to reach further. Circle around. And now lift the hips and roll through the center of the spine. You're going to lift your hips as high as you can. We circle the other way, but with control. Lift and lower. Circle and lift. Circle and soar. Roll down the spine, roll up the other side and land in your position. Feet flex, arms out slightly. Inhale, lift. Exhale, rotate and reach, reach, reach. Inhale, lift. Exhale and reach, reach, reach. Excuse me. Looking under your back armpit and feeling this two-way direction of pull. I'm stretching forwards but pulling back as much as I can, and I am sitting in the middle of my pelvis. I'm trying not to lift one butt cheek, okay? That's the challenge, to stay right in the middle of that body. Bring the legs together, arms in front. We're going to transition over for swan one neck roll. Lie down a bit, rotate, hands come behind you, flick over into a plank. Control the down. Hands are where they need to be. Under shoulders. Reach the sternum forwards, glide the shoulders back and come back down. Reach. And down. Trying to bend from your upper back. That's maybe a bit better. Not the lower back. The next one, we're going to do a roll. I'm going to reach forwards. Trying to use my shoulder blades. Look right. Circle the head down and around to the left. To the center. And look left. Just the head is moving. And lie back down. Swan dive. You're going to pull your sternum forwards as much as you can. You're trying to lengthen your arms. Oh, hang on a second. Let me just check I've got space. I need to move back a bit. Let's do that again. We're going to pull forwards, lifting the sternum. And in one movement, just don't overthink it. We're going to shoot out the arms. We're going to lift the legs and we're going to rock on our front like a rocking horse. And we, woohoo, here she goes. Lift the legs, lift the chest. You can bring the arms out to the side. Sometimes that's a bit easier. Thumb is pointing to ceiling. Woohoo. And then come into rest position. All fours, curl that tail deeply. Oh yeah, and pull that shape back towards, I've got auto hair on me, towards your rest position. And then come back forwards for single leg bum kicks. Elbows under shoulders, hands are fists. Pull that sternum forwards. Let the gaze lift. Let the back of the neck stay long. And try and find a stretch on the front of your belly. Lift both knees with the feet down so you've got active legs. And we're going to kick the right bum twice. We kick, kick, switch. Kick, kick, switch. Lift the thigh as you kick, 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 switch. Kick, kick, switch. Check your upper body is lifted. Last set. Last one. Double leg bomb kicks. Rest on your left cheek, face cheek. Hands are at the base of the spine, legs are one leg. Now we kick both feet together. Kick, kick, kick. Press the feet down, pull yourself up, look forwards. A reset to the other face cheek. Kick, 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 and reach. Have a feeling of curling your tail into the mat so that you're keeping your pelvis neutral, even though you're trying to lift the thigh bones. One more on each side. You should feel it like a hamstring curl or like a nice stretch for the front of the thigh. Here's another rest position. All fours, and let's round back into that position, pushing the mat forwards. Now a little wiggle. You might walk both hands to one side. Let's do that too. Walk them over to the other side. Come back to center. Come up onto all fours. We're going to transition over for neck pull. My toes tuck under. I'm going to bring my right hand to my left hand. I'm going to hover my knees and I'm going to spin over onto my seat and land with my legs out long. Just checking this for a second. I feel like I've missed something. No, we're fine. And then my feet are a hip width apart and flexed. And I'm going to lie down. So we're going to start lying down. When I get there, hands come behind the head. I'm going to reach my crown off the end of my mat, reach my feet as far away as I can, and I'm going to lift up. And I'm going to stretch, trying to get the crown right between my inner thighs. I restack lower back, middle back, upper back, and I lean back with a flat back, ribs are knitted. When I can't lean anymore, I curl with so much length all the way down into the mat. And I come straight back up. Now, if you find this a struggle, you might replace it with roll-ups. You might have your legs bent, hinge and curl. At this point, you might reach your arms up to the ceiling instead of keeping them behind the head. And if this is a piece of cake for you, not saying it is for me, hands could go on the crown. Then you're going to find more length throughout the entire movement. You've got to reach up into those hands. We're still trying to articulate and move evenly. No flinging, please. Roll all the way down. You got shoulder bridge. Legs together, legs bent, arms by the side. We're going to lift those hips up, keeping weight in the ribs so we've not popped. We're not lifting from our lower back. We're lifting from our seat. That's the difference. You're going to pull the right leg into the body, lengthen it up into the air. We're going to do 5 kicks. If your leg is struggling to be straight here, it will lengthen as it lowers. Feel it lengthen and then keep it that long on the way back up. That's your challenge. Reach it so far that it pulls and holds your hips into an alignment. Down and kick up 3. Down and kick up 4. One more. Put the foot down. Let's roll down so that we can reset. Lift the hips. Remember, I'm not popping my back. Ribs are in. I'm using my seat. Left leg in, lengthen. Down and kick up 1. Down and kick up 2. Keep checking the ribs. 3. 4. Check the seat. 5. Lower the leg. Bend it. Roll through the spine and roll up the spine twist. Arms out to the side. Inhale, lift. My legs are still together, feet flex. Inhale, lift. Exhale, we twist, twist, center. Exhale, exhale, center. Now here, you want to make sure you're not sitting behind you. You are right butt up on your bony bits, even if that means you soften the knees. Don't rotate on a slumped back. Twist, twist, center. Twist, twist, center. I'm going to move myself forwards a bit because I need the space. Otherwise, you just lie down. Lower back, middle back, upper back. We have jackknife. Legs lift to 90, either bending them in and lengthening them up or picking them straight up from the floor. That's harder. We're going to think of this like short spine. Hips, legs, lift to a diagonal. Then you're going to try and pop them to vertical. Woohoo! And roll with control through the spine. Either land at 90 or 45. We go over, up. That was a bit far. And we roll with control. Let's try for a couple more. Good, last time. Whew. Side leg series. That's one where you want to imagine that you've got springs on your feet. You've got something to push into. Much easier then. Okay, lower foot flex. Top foot is pointed with a bit of turnout. One hand by the belly, one behind the head. If you want to advance it, try both hands behind the head. We kick to the front. Kick, kick. Back, back. Kick, kick. Back, back. My belly's rumbling. Lovely. Back, back. 2 more times. Kick, kick. Back, back. Move from that thigh bone, not from the foot. Up and down. Lift up. Turn out. Press down. Hips stacked. Up and down. Up and down. Remember, we're trying to reach. I need to reach further. Let's do one more. Circle forwards. Around. Around. From here. Not the foot. Last time. And reverse. Circle. 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 I think that's 5. Inner thighs. Kick up and bend. Lower leg. Scoot it back if it stays straight. We lengthen and we lower. We lengthen and we lower. Reach out, not just up. 2 more. Last time. Circle forwards and behind. Forwards and behind. If you can get to the back of that mat, you get this lovely stretch down the front of that lower leg. Let's reverse it here. Back. And you're also working the back of the leg. Talk about multitasking. 2 more. Good. Bring the leg to stack. Hot potato. You can do this with turn out, parallel, or turned in. You're going to tap the mat 5 times in front. And this ground is super hot. We go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big kick. Behind you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. 3, 2, 1. Up. 3, 2, 1. Up. Pelvis is stable. 2, 1. Single front, single back, in front and behind. Last set. Legs together and split the legs. Switch, scissors. Switch, switch, switch. Move from the thigh bone so we're stable everywhere else. Faster, faster. Slice the paper. And then land with the lower leg forwards. Bicycle, top leg, kicks front. Bend. Goes behind you. I'm going to kick the toy box. Oh, and then we sweep it back through. But that leg, when it goes behind you, will lengthen fully without you splaying your ribs. Front. Come back together. Reverse. Press back. Bend. And lengthen. Stretch the thigh. It should feel so nice. And lengthen. 1 more time. We have beats on the belly. Lift the lower leg to meet the top leg. Roll over to your belly. Hands land under forehead, palm over palm. Open and close the legs to the width of your mat. Beat, 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 beat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze and hold. And then roll over to the other side. Watch the transition. Back to the back of the mat. Legs to front diagonal. Only put down the lower leg. Top leg is ready to move. Kick, kick front. And kick, kick back. Kick, kick. Back, back. I have to work harder on this side to stretch my waist, to sit in that hip. kick, kick. 2 more. To the back. Last one. Up and down. We lift up, turn out, press down. Stretch out further. 3. Abs are strong, check the belly. We're going to circle to the front, around, around, forwards and back, forwards and back. Let's reverse. Circle, circle, circle. Check your shoulders are down. Body is strong with good posture. That was a Q and a half. Let's go into your inner thighs. Kick up and stand in front. Move the lower leg back if you can. And we lift and lower. Lift and lower. Remember, you're trying to find length in the inner thigh, but stretch in the front. 2 more. And let's circle. Trying to reach behind you. A lengthening. 3, 2. Let's reverse. Behind you to come forwards. Check the shoulder. I often lift it when I'm doing, kind of scrunch in on myself. And let's go into that hot potato. 5 little beats to the front. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up. 4, 3, 2, 1, up. 4, 3, 2, 1, up. Remember, we're kicking out, not just up. 2, 1, reach. 2, 1, singles, in front, behind. Reach further from the waist. And split the legs. Scissors. Switch, switch. Try and keep the turn out on both legs. Really reach behind you as well as forwards. Let's go faster. Slice the paper. Body is still. Oh, I feel like I'm rolling around. Bicycle, top leg, kicks front. Bend. Go behind without flaring or leaning forwards. So the body is still. We're just moving that thigh bone through the socket. 1 more. Reverse. Last one. Ooh, that was a crack. Teaser 1. We're going to roll over onto our back. And we're going to start with the legs bent. I'm going to give you a slightly different transition into it. So legs are at 45 degrees, that angle. Arms are up into the air. Let's pick up the right foot. Scoop in deeply into that belly. Let's pick up the left foot. Don't hang out there, just roll on up. Reach for the knee, reach for the foot, reach for the ceiling, and lie back down. Legs pushing forward, spine pulling back. And again, knee, foot, ceiling. There's my legs. Roll all the way down. We got 1 more. Teaser 2. We're going to lower and lift these legs. We lower and we lift. Try and keep the spine still. Lower and lift. Where are your armpits? Lower and lift. 1 more. Teaser 3. Lie all the way down. And we roll all the way back. You have the option to do what I did there. Bringing the arms up over the armpits, or you can leave them by your ears. More of a challenge. Folding up and lying down. And remember, your legs, they might be bent. You might come to a lovely teaser balance here. That's totally fine. I don't mind where you are. Lie all the way down. It's your back that matters. Chin in, roll up, find your teaser, and then bring the feet down and the hands behind you, palms facing away. Can. You're on the tips of your toes. Sway the knees to the left, sway them to the right, sway them to the left, and kick the legs. Can. We sway, 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 can. Sway, 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 can. When you lift the legs, try and lift off that lower back and rest. Now you have my nemesis exercise, hip circles. So just like can, when you lift these legs, you don't want to sag here. You're trying to stay as far up as you can. You might take the hands wider. Let's see what happens. We're going to circle both legs. Legs lift. Pilates stance. Circle. It's like corkscrew, but seated. Bringing them up to your nose or bringing your nose up to your toes. One more. Oh, put the feet down and let's lie down for swimming. Lengthen the legs, right arm long, overhead, left leg bent, left hand over belly, roll over onto your front. Great job, guys. Let's push these palms forwards to lift our sternum, pick up the legs and swim, swim, swim. Hugging the center line with the legs and trying to move opposite arm and leg. So you're not just flapping around, it's intentional. Leg pull front, hands under shoulders, toes tuck under. I'm going to wiggle forward so I'm on my mat again. And don't leave that bum behind. Lift up in one piece. Lift up the right leg. I'm pulling it backwards. You're pulling it forwards. Switch. I'm pulling it backwards. You're pulling it forwards. Switch. It's like a tug of war. Who's going to get your leg? Last set. Pelvis is level. Last one. Leg pull back. Bring the right hand to the left hand, turn it and swivel over into a reverse plank. Fingertips are facing your feet. Try and push your pelvis towards your feet to take load off the wrists. Right leg, if you can, kicks up. Left leg. Right leg. Push that mat through the floor so you can lift off it. One more. Kneeling side kicks. Bend that left leg under and turn onto your side. One hand behind the head. Trying to have this vertical so that you're in. You might be in a fist. Lower leg lifts. We sweep it front from the thigh bone head and back. Front and back. You're trying to lift it as high as you can. Let's circle. 3, 2, 1. Reverse. Lift, 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 and kneel. Change sides. Reaching out, trying to become vertical. Body opened. We go front and back from the thigh bone head. Front, feel it roll through the socket and back. Front and back. And now it's circles. Circle, circle. It's quite nice having the hand there. Circle. Let's reverse. Body proud. Around, around, and kneel. Kneeling mermaid. Not kneeling mermaid. Full mermaid. Let's sit down. Front leg in front of lower leg. Legs quite open. One hand is on top of your top thigh. Inner thighs are glued. Unless you're super lucky, you shouldn't see any daylight there. Squeeze those inner thighs. Lift up. Make an arc. And sit back down. Move the feet in an inch. Lift up. And come back down. Ooh, that was a bit of a rock forwards. Move them in an inch. Lift up. I've got this covered, that's why I'm funny here. Rotate. Hand, arm, glue it to your ear. And sit back down. Teaser the legs to the front. And do the same again. Start quite open. That's my little cheat. Otherwise it gets hard really quickly. Harder even quickly. Inner thighs together. And off we go. We lift. And we lower. Remember, we're trying to stretch these upper ribs. Fan them so wide apart. Come in an inch. Last one. Ooh, that's a bit of a challenge. Rotate. Ooh. Doesn't it feel great? And sit back down. And then teaser to the front of the mat. Boomerang. The mat skidding. Right leg over the top of the left leg. We're coming to the close. I'm going to move myself forwards just a little while I say that. So maybe 3 exercises. We've got it. Hands by the hips. Try not to fling your legs. That's my challenge here. I'm going to lift up tall. I'm going to curl my tail slightly And try and use my powerhouse, people. Let's lift these legs. Up and over. Recross the legs. Roll down with control into teaser. Lifted. Bend the elbows, take the hands behind you, hold them. Reach them backwards and lift the heart. And now lower with control. Don't let the legs plop, mine will. And round, and then reach forward. Reset. Try and lift the legs without flinging them. You're like a gymnast. Crisscross the legs. Roll up into teaser. Elbows come behind you. You hold them, reach. Eyes look in, we round forwards. Stretch. Let's do that 2 more times. Curl and lift. Last time. Oh, the concentration. Seal. Bend the legs and hold those feet. We're going to clap the feet 3 times. Clap, clap, clap. Clap at the ceiling. And clap at the floor. Clap at the ceiling if you can hold yourself there. That was a bit of a roll, wasn't it? 2 more. Not that we're judging. And clap, clap, clap. Lift, lift, lift. We're just having a good time. Lift, lift, lift. Transition to stand if you normally do. Otherwise, come up however you need to. And we'll set up for your press-up series. Arms up. Round forwards. Try and look at your feet all the time. Let the head come out at the end. 3 press-ups. Down, push up. Down, push up. Down, push up. Walk back in. Roll up. Off we go again. Dive into the cooling water. 1, 2, press up. Down, press up 1. Down, press up 2. Push that floor away. And up we come. Oh, that was a bit wobbly. Got 1 more. 3, 2. Last 3, people. All that strength. You've smashed that workout. Head in, roll up. All the way. Final movement. We've got standing twist. So I'm going to turn around so you don't have to overly look at my backside. Stand in a wide stance. Arms in a wide stance above your head. Lift up the toes. Rotate on your toes with control. Shuffle forwards a bit. Bend the front leg and reach towards the back leg. These are your standing twists. Come back up. Lifting the toes. We rotate with control all the way around. And we round. If that's too much of a struggle, so it's quite a lot of balance, you can do it like a curtsy lunge. Sweeping round. You can just play around with it. You might just want to finish after those press-ups. I wouldn't blame you. It's been a good challenge. Come back and then stand, hip width apart, parallel for your jumps. Seated. Knees are not falling in or falling out. We're light on our feet. Arms are reaching up overhead. I know you can't see me. And we're going to jump. Maybe I should stand here. Oh, there we go. And we jump. 5, 4, 3. Land lightly. 2 and 1. And that is you done. Awesome job.